Well, good evening and welcome back. We have some fog that is beginning to develop out here. We've got some haze. We also still have some wildfire smoke that's mixing in here in the upper levels. And every once in a while we get pockets of drizzle that have been floating on through our region. Visibilities are cut to about 5-6 miles in some locations. Not enough to impede travel, but enough to let us know it is there. Temperatures are down in the 70s, and this is really where we maxed out today. Certainly not an average day, average high being 84, so we topped out about 10 degrees cooler than average. But what's also down is our dew points. They were down into the lower 60s, but as we've gone through the past few hours, we're starting to see the humidity really creep in, driving those dew points into the upper 60s and even the lower 70s. Now, how these dew points work is a dew point of 60 higher, we'd go, okay, it's muggy out there. Dew points of 70, that approaches that oppressive type of humidity. Dew points in the mid 70s, that's that air you can wear kind of humidity, and we are expected to go there starting tomorrow. So our satellite radar showing a warm front still hanging out over southern New England. It's bringing a lot of low-level clouds, some patchy fog, mist, and drizzle. You get the idea. And we still have a little bit more activity to go through before we can call it done with the front, if you will. Behind it, we are bringing in an area of high pressure, but it contains an awful lot of heat. So we have a likely shot at seeing a heat wave for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's going to come to an end with a cold front that could lead to some storminess midweek, and we are looking at a fine weekend ahead. Everybody knock on something, because as of now, it's looking to be a winner of an upcoming weekend. Our futurecast taking us through tonight into tomorrow. We're going to see those clouds melt away as we hit the dawn. We do start the day with some patchy fog, particularly in coastal areas. Got to give it a little time, and then it melts away as well. Looking for highs Monday afternoon in the lower 90s in areas away from the coast. But keep in mind, with the humidity, it will be feeling even hotter. And we're going to repeat it again for Tuesday, only Tuesday is going to be even warmer because we're going to bring in a reinforcing shot of warmer air. So we go even hotter for Tuesday, with temperatures topping out likely warmer than 95 in areas, again, well away from the coast. And then we do it again on Wednesday. But these temperatures, as I mentioned, are really only part of the story, because when you bring in the humidity, that is where we find how it impacts you. So here's your Monday. We're looking at feel-like temperatures, 90 to 95, locally higher north and west of the city. Then we get to Tuesday, and that feel-like temperature rockets up to near 100. And we're going to do it again on Wednesday before we bring through that cool front that's going to be dropping the temperature as well as those dew points. So we do have a heat advisory that has been preemptively issued. It goes into effect tomorrow at 11 a.m. It will be in effect through 8 p.m. on Wednesday, so it's a long duration heat event. So some things to consider. You might want to limit your outdoor activities from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. when we hit the time of peak heating and most intense sun of the day. Of course, drink plenty of water. Stay really well hydrated. Check in on your friends, relatives, neighbors, maybe folks who can't get out, or your elderly friends and relatives, because they feel the heat a little bit more than we do. Seek air conditioning if you start to feel the effects of the heat. Don't leave your kids or pets in the car, not for 1 second. And check the pavement before walking your pup, because that pavement could get really, really hot. And, you know, grassy walkies are always a little bit better. We do have, again, rain chances elevating once we get to midweek. That's a cold front that will be putting an end to the heat trend. And it's also going to usher in some really awesome weather for next weekend. So for tonight, mostly cloudy, patchy fog developing late. Our extended forecast will show a trio of days meeting or topping 90, but our feel-like temperatures closer to 100 for Tuesday and for Wednesday.